Hello everyone, my name is Winters and welcome back to this Let's Play series of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. We are continuing on exactly from where we left off. We currently have two orders in the garage, both of them are experience orders, and we have this project that we just started working on in our last episode. We picked this up in a barn or a junkyard, and it's the next big project that we're working on to recondition the car. Right, now, let's see. Do we work on this one? Because I know we have a story order. We have a story order waiting for us. I'm kind of thinking we might do the story order. Get it done and out of the way. What do you guys think? Huh? Let's dismiss these. Right. So it is as follows. Sup, boss? I brought you another piece of junk, another gem that I'm putting out for sale. It seems that the previous owner didn't go easy on it. Remember, it has to shine. Oh, it would be nice if it ran too. Let me know when you're done. Okay. It sounds like it's in terrible condition, but apparently it's not. Yeah, a bit of rust. Let's see what's needed. Right, so we have some parts. Replace repair body parts, change oil, paint it factory color. Let's see if it can go into the test path. It can't, so we're going to move it to lifter B, and we'll get it up on the first stage of the lift, and we'll pop the hood. Holy shit, look at the state of that. Oh man, I have to strip this down to the maker's name. Oh, Christ. Okay, diagnostics. That's first. So, for the sake of thoroughness, we'll do the tire thread tester first and check the tires, see what they're like. Probably alright. Yeah, they're average. They're average enough. They're just below average. Next, electronics. So we're going to break out the old multimeter. And we'll see what the electronics are like. Average. Right, I suspect a lot of things are going to be average in this. Next up is the compression test. Excuse me. Aha. Right, so piston with Conrod. So that means we have to break her down to the maker's name. Alright. Doubtful there is an OBD port. There isn't. So that just leaves a fuel pressure test. So this will do like fuel rails, fuel filter, fuel pump, that kind of thing. Carburetor. Yep, okay. So let's mark off everything that we have discovered. Oh my god, I'm just after noticing how big this list is. There is a lot of stuff. Alright, body parts, oil, paint. Okay. Jesus Christ, the axle even has to come out of the back. Alright, let's start with the top down. And just start pulling stuff off. Now, I would suspect there's going to be a lot of things we can recondition in this bad boy. And this episode is probably going to take a good half hour, if not 45 minutes. So be aware, guys. This is going to be a big job. Okay, head covers. You can come off. Right. Now, the rocker arms. One of the things I loathe. Them and the push rods. They're just a pain in the ass. Very tedious. Come out, you son of a bitch. Alright, let's get the spark plugs out next. And now we'll move over to the far side. And once we have these out, we'll get the heads off, and then we'll probably take off the manifolds and lift her up, then drain the oil, pull off the sump. Actually no, the manifolds can come off now. Yeah, drain the sump or the oil pan, and get working on the pistons, the bottom end of the pistons. And this exhaust manifold. Okay. Do you know what? I actually should work on the timing instead. Get the fan off, get the water pump off, alternator, belts. I should do all that first, because otherwise I'd have to come back, because I won't be able to get the crankshaft off if I don't take this stuff off first. So yeah, slight change in plans there. Alright, water pump, timing cover. And let's get the alternator off now. And now the timing chain. Cam gear, cam shaft. Fuel filter, you may as well come at this stage. Radiator. Do you know what? I'm just going to take you out because it'll be easier. We're looking good, we're looking good. Starter comes off underneath. Right, okay, now we can lift her up. So let's get the oil draining thing. Lifter B. We don't usually work on lifter B, do we? It's usually A or C. It's rarely B. So a nice change. Alright. Now we get the rod caps off. And we can take off the crankshaft bearing caps. And then when we finished with all of these, we'll drop her back down again, and we'll take off the we'll take out the pistons this way. There we go. We'll take out the pistons and then the engine block, and we'll see what we can recondition. It's just the best way to do it. Okay, so let's drop her down. Oh shit! Oh no, I am doing it right. I thought I was doing it wrong there for a second. I have to take the pistons out first before I can take out the crankshaft. Lovely. Back up again now. We'll get the crankshaft out. Oh, of course I have to do the gearbox. Duh. Right, so that means starter. You're coming off. Then the drive shaft. Now the gearbox. Then the release bearing, the pressure plate, the clutch plate, and the flywheel. There we go, and we may as well take off the oil filter as well, since that has to be done. So, now we drop her down. And we're going to take out the engine block. I don't know if the engine block is required, but we're going to try and recondition it anyway. Why not? This is great. This looks like a big list of things that we can recondition. This is fantastic. Yeah, the engine block certainly is one of them. Okay. So, let's get the engine block back in. All nice and shiny new. Crankshaft. So she needs to go up. I don't remember seeing the crankshaft, but we'll find out here now in a second if it was reconditioned. We have one anyway. So it's either reconditioned or we had one in stores. Right, so next now, pistons. What sort of pistons do we need? Piston with conrod. Right. And we'll get rings as well. Piston. I'm thinking let's get like 12 of them, because we're going to need them, you know, down the road. They won't go to waste. We'll have extras. Right, so we need 3 over here. Another one here. We need 2 over here. And that appears to be it. Yep, okay, so second-hand ones can go back in. Because there's no need to go putting all new ones in if we don't have to. Now, like I've said before, if I was doing this for real, I would not do it this way. I'd put all brand new pistons in. I'd put all brand new rings in. Because you don't want one thing working better than another. And it wouldn't be good for an engine. Right, heads. Ooh, we need 2 heads. V8 OHV. Right. Let's do a search for V8 OHV. Engine head. Engine block. Engine head. Here we go. Around here somewhere. Huh. There it is. And we'll buy 2 of them. 1,400 for both of those. Wow. Okay. Intake manifold. We need a new one. Valve push rods. We do have some. Excellent. Do you know, I just realized I probably don't need to put all new ones in it. Screw it, they're only push rods. Rocker arms. That is something that I need to think about. Right. Now, at this stage, I want to mark off what we have done and what we haven't done. So there's a lot of rocker arms that are needed. You can see that already. And it looks like we have identified most of what needs to be worked on, which is great. And these can be marked off. There's still some items that aren't found though. That's interesting. Find that very interesting. But we have most of it done, which is the important thing. Right. Let's continue putting stuff on that we have. And then we'll go to the store or the part shop and we'll buy a shitload of stuff that we need. Okay, is that them all? It is. Excellent. Alternator. You can go back on. Power steering pump. You can go back on. Camshaft. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not going to put in a quality 5 one in. Forget that. No, we'll put in just an ordinary bog standard one. Alright, cam gear. Right, we need one of those. Ignition distributor, we need one of those. There doesn't look like there's much else. Right, so rocker arms, ignition distributor, cam gear. What else? Oh, an exhaust manifold. I'll never remember all that. Not a hope in hell. Okay, exhaust manifold. We'll start off with you. There. What else was there? That was V8 OHV. Huh. I wonder did... Damn, I could pick up the carburetors now, but I don't know if we need them. Cam gear, I need that. I don't know about the engine heads. I don't know about... I can't remember the intake manifold. Was it a V8 or OHV? I don't think it was. I think it was a carb, wasn't it? 2 carb something. Belts, I don't know yet. Timing chain. I'm going to take a guess that this is the one that we want. And... Right, okay. Let's go with rocker arms. And I need like 16 of them. Fuel filter. What else was there? Ignition distributor. There we go. I think that's about it. Yeah, I can't remember the intake manifold, so we'll come back to that. So, cam gear, in you go. Ignition distributor, in you go. Rotor, we have one. Distributor cap, we do have one. Timing chain. We actually had one, which is surprising. Timing cover, there we go. Ignition, intake manifold 2 carb. Yeah, see? I knew it was something carb. So let's get these rocker arms in now, and then we can see how we're looking with the engine head covers. Do we need to pick them up, or do we have them already and they're reconditioned? Alright, moving over to the far side. How are we doing on time? 20 minutes. Yeah, we're doing good actually now, to be fair. We're making good progress. Alright, now engine head cover. Damn it, we don't have that one. And we don't have that one. Intake manifold 2 carb. I need to remember that. And we need a timing cover. I have a fuel filter. Timing cover V8OHV. Engine head cover A V8OHV and B V8OHV. And intake manifold 2 carb. Right, I'll see if I can remember all that. V8OHV. Engine head cover. Where are they? Engine head cover A V8OHV. Engine head cover B V8OHV. We need a timing cover. Timing should be down here. Timing cover. There it is there. Intake manifolds. Intake manifold 2 carb. It is not there. At least I don't see it. So let's try it this way. Maybe that dash isn't in it. Intake manifold 2 carb. There we go. Alright, so timing head cover, you can go on next. Water pump. We have some. Crankshaft pulley. Yeah, I guess the one that came off it can go back on. It seems to be in average condition. Water pump pulley can go back on. What am I missing? I'm missing something. The belts. Alright, we'll come back to that. Let's get the intake manifold in. Now the engine head covers. There. Alright, ignition wires probably need to be replaced. They do. They're straight up V8. 4-barrel carburetors. 4-barrel. I need to do a search for those. Let's do V8 for ignition wires. And we'll go down here to them. There they are. 4-carb, wasn't it? Maybe it was just 4-carb. 4-barrel, that's what it was. Right, so we need 2 of those. We'll buy them now. See, me and my goldfish memory. Like, it was, you know, 45 seconds since I had last seen it, and I couldn't remember. Alright, we need the round air filter base 2 carb. Round air filter base 2 carb. I suppose we can put the radiator back in as well. Belts, they're V8OHVs, aren't they? They are. Right, so belts, we need belt A, belt B, round air filter base 2 carb. Round air filter base 2 carb. Round air filter cover 2 carb. Let's just buy that. And we'll buy the filter. And what was the other thing that I needed? Oh, belts. V8, OHV, and we need a belt A and a belt B. So they're what, Serpent something or other down to the S's. Belt A, V8, OHV. Belt B, V8, OHV. There we go. Okay. So let's get the belts on. Like so. And the fan reconditioned. And now the air filter base along with the air filter. Oh, we already had one. Alright, it's no worries, we'll use them again. Now, let's mark off what we have done and see what remains. Which is quite a bit of work done there now in the last 26 minutes. Excellent. Lovely. Right. So, oh, exhaust manifolds. I forgot about that. Let's get that done. And we'll start working on the bottom end of this, I guess. Is where we'll go from here. Right, so let's lift her up. I'm going to do a search for a flywheel. I'm going to do a search for clutch. And we'll get a clutch plate, pressure plate, and a release bearing. And we're going to work on this here. Alright, now, this one needs a new rod cap, so you can go on there. This one needs a new one. Damn it, I can't move. Here we go. Yep, this is a new one. A new crankshaft bearing cap here. A new rod cap here. A new crankshaft bearing cap here. And all the rest are second hand. But they're all in shit. Alright, we need to buy some new rod caps. So let's do that now. But first, V8 OHV. I'm going to buy a couple of other bits and pieces here. What am I looking for? I'm looking for gearbox. Gearbox. There. I'm looking for an oil filter. There. And rod. I think I should buy like 16 of them so that we have plenty of spares. And the bearing caps are fine. Cap. Crankshaft bearing cap. There we are. There. And 8. Buy 8 of them. Okay. Let's get the oil filter in. And now we'll go back here. So we couldn't put the ones that were came off it because they were in tatters. So I guess we have to put all new ones in, which is fine. That's fine, you know. It didn't break the bank. I mean, the way you get paid for jobs in this game is just crazy. All right, oil pan. Lovely. Flywheel. Let's get working on that next. Look at all the clutches we have. That's great. Now the release bearing. And finally the gearbox. I should really see if I can recondition the starter, shouldn't I? No, we already have one. Oh, there was no starter on this, if I remember correctly. Alright, there's no point in putting the drive shaft back on, at least not at this stage, because we have to start working down the back here, and the axle actually needs to be replaced. So let's pull off the tires, the wheels, not the tires, and we'll strip her down. Strip her down to the maker's name. I'm gonna have to pull out the springs because I have to replace the whole damn axle. So that means taking out the rubber bushings, means taking out the U-bolts. And the spring and the shock. I would bet that some of those exhaust sections are in bits. They're below average. Alright, I guess I was wrong. Right, other wheel. Out you come. We're gonna have a fair bit to recondition here as well. From doing this. I think I have enough rubber bushings. I might be wrong on that though. We'll just have to wait and see. Alright, the axle can come out now. And I can go back over to the repair bench and start reconditioning this stuff. Oh, so a few failures there. Alright, let's see if the axle was one of those items that didn't repair. Indeed it was. Right, I need to pick up an axle. So if I do a search for spring, leaf spring rear drive axle, there it is there. And we should have a load of stuff here reconditioned that we can start putting back in. And we may as well put in all new rubber bushings. And the drum can go back in that was in it. Same with the shocks. And U-bolts are all reconditioned. Let's get the wheel on. Lovely. Now let's move over to the other side. We are cutting through this quite nicely now at this stage. Excellent. Oh, stop there. That rim needs to be replaced. I bet you that's one of the items. Let's take a gander and we'll see. So there's a bunch of new stuff. Drive shaft, right. There's a bunch of new stuff that has been completed, which is great. Yeah, here's even more. And it looks like we have identified the last few items that need work. And one of them is that rim. And I didn't notice it on the other side here. But this one as well. So, off you come. And we'll break down those two rims. And we'll see if we can recondition them and put the tires back on. Alright, now over to the repair bench. Oh, there is. Damn it. Right, okay, so. Which rims was it? It was rim roulette, wasn't it? It must have been. Had to have been rim roulette. yeah, I can see that now. Right, so rim roulette. Roulette. And they're 14s. 14s. So I need 2 of those. Into the rim section we go. Rim, retro, roulette, rim roulette. There we go. Want 2 of them, size 14. Alright, we'll take that one off now. We'll balance it. And we'll install the final one. Here's the final one installed. This one is finished balancing. So now we balance the last one. Okay, that's that done. So now these can go back on. Now we can put this one back on. And now the drive shaft can go back on. And let's check our list now, because it should be pretty much complete, or damn near it at this stage. Yep, complete. Excellent. So what's left? Body parts, change and drain oil, we've done that, and then spray it. So she can come down now. So we'll bring her all the way down to the ground. We'll put oil into the engine. Ooh, I just remembered something. And sorry about that, guys. That was my phone going off. Somebody's texting me. Some people, I tell you, they're so inconsiderate. I think I forgot the clips on the distributor cap. Sure enough, I did. Look at that. I'm actually quite pleased with myself there that I actually remember that. Right, so now we can drop the hood, and now we need to look. So it's a hood, front bumper, front right fender. Hood, front bumper, front right fender. And let's see if we can recondition those parts. We cannot. Okay. So it's a bolt roulette. Bolt roulette. Okay, so into the body shop section of the store. And we're looking for a bolt roulette. And we want front bumper. We want a hood and a front right fender. There we go. There's the hood. There's the front right fender. And there's the bumper. And mustn't forget the number plate. Alright. Body parts done. Change and drain oil. Paint it with factory paint. So, now we move it to the paint shop. And we're going to respray it because it is a horrendous colour. I just hope it's a nice colour. Blue? Yeah. Whatever. Hey, I'm not the customer. If he wants it that freaking colour, that's his prerogative. So that should be the order done. We'll do one last check. Everything all done here. Yep. Everything done there. Everything done there. And everything done there. So we spent 10 grand on parts and we're getting 38,500 back in payout. Yeah, that's freaking awesome. So let's finish the order. Cha-ching! Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Right, before we finish up the episode, we're going to check the phone and we're going to see if there's any experience orders available for us, which there isn't. So, yeah, we're going to wrap up the episode there. Thanks a million for watching, folks. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Do all that good stuff. Your support means an awful lot to me, and it makes a huge difference. So please do like, comment, and subscribe on the videos on YouTube, because that would really, really help me out. Anyway, my name is Winters, and I'll catch you next time. So until then, take care.